Hey, what's up guys, Rex here. Welcome to the top 20 skins which in my opinion are underrated in CSGO going into CS2. So you might actually think about picking one of these up. The first skin on our list is this M4A1's control panel from the 2018 new collection, very fitting to the map where I'm actually on. It starts at just $8 and it looks really cool in my opinion. It's hella underrated, like the 3D effects, like the metallic shine and all that stuff. Well, just $8, like starting at $8, I think it looks hella cool in my opinion. Like the little TV here and like all that little glowing things which really look like they glow. Like just look at the text here. So I think it's a really cool gun. If you look at it in game, I think it's hella cool, especially if you have like a gray or metallic or like bluish loadout. So that's gonna really fit into that. Our second skin is gonna be this Glock 18 snack attack. Oh my goodness, like the moment it released with the Operation Riptide collection, I thought, dude, this is so cool. Just like look at the design, like the little cute food things that look amazing, and like just this whole thing has never been done before with this glassy resin texture, right? And it's really cool. There's like these elements that are not affected by the gloss, like this little confetti, and like the whole glossy thing with, it looks like they're actually inside there, you know. It's such a cool skin. It starts at just $2. Dude, oof, definitely consider picking one of these up. That's what it looks like in game also. Very nice, very nice. The next skin is gonna be a very controversial one because it barely looks like it is a skin. It's the Deagle Heirloom. It's pretty much just a default Deagle with like bronze elements to it. But dude, it is, in my opinion, underrated because I just love the default Deagle skin. Like the whole silver thing is so iconic in my opinion. And this one starts at just $4. So if you want something better than the default Deagle, but you still are a big fan of the default Deagle, you can get this one quite cheap. And I think it's really cool. I did play with the default Deagle for a while, so. Next up is the Deagle Directive. One of these cool 3D skins, at least it looks 3D and tries to be 3D. I don't know if it actually has the normal maps. It does look like it does a little bit, at least on these positions. And like the glowing on the red here, and just like the whole concept is really cool. I think it's just a very cool looking Deagle skin. Very mechanical, very complex, and starts at just 17 cents. So then it's definitely not a bad decision to pick this one up. This one is a real classic. I've had that for a long while also. The Desert Eagle Crimson Web. Amazing Deagle skin, amazing iconic CSGO skin. The Crimson Web, right? It's so iconic, so OG. And that has been one of the OG coolest Deagles, right? If you had like a stat track run or something, that you were a really cool person back then. So that just starts at $5 in Battle Scarred, but you have to consider it looks really worn in Battle Scarred. And this one is factory new, which I'm showing right now, and it's even scratched. So it will definitely be a little scratch up, but really cool skin and underrated in my opinion nonetheless. Next up is this one, the USPS Black Lotus. A really cool skin with like a special silencer. I love it when the silencer has like an actual 3D like texture, right? When it actually tries to be like a cool silencer with the little holes in it and all that stuff. And just the whole thing itself, it looks so tactical, but also so cool. And it's a really beautiful design here with the lotus flower. And definitely unique. And for just 40 cents, I think it is also quite underrated. This one hasn't been underrated back then, but is kind of underrated right now. This is actually the factory new version of the USPS Road Rash. It's from the Overpass collection. And yeah, that is what it actually looks like. It has these like little, it is worn like that. That is just part of the skin. Because I guess it's supposed to be like dragged through the road or something. That's why it looks like that. It has this cool little bullet at the front, right? And like this one line where the bullet goes, and like the little spin that the gun gives the bullet. It like has cool wings here. And back in the day, this has been a really OG skin. Like the Souvenir USPS Road Rash. I remember even Max Skillet owning one and hunting them. Like these were really cool back in the day. But nowadays I'm like never see those. They start at $20 in Battle Scarred. So I do think they're overrated. I do think they're an OG skin in my opinion. The front side Misty, also very OG, very OG. Just look at this cool blue and black design. It has been changed actually once. very long ago, this and the Chenticos Fire have been updated. They have changed the textures. I don't know, for maybe concern about some stolen artwork or something. That's why they updated it actually. And it looks even better with the updated texture that it has for a long while. It has like the cracked top here, the front here, and like this really cool white carbon fiber design, which looks awesome in my opinion. And also is, like I said, really OG. So for just $8 in Battlescarred, I would consider picking one of these up. Also quite underrated, the AK-47 Phantom Disruptor from the Prisma 2 collection. Really cool AK. I don't see it often in game, and it's just a really cool design, and it's very clean with the whole, it's just completely black with like this cool beige design with also like a little turquoise in it. For just $3 in Battlescarred, definitely underrated. Next one, I bet you didn't even know this skin existed. It's the Orc Daedalus from the Gods and Monsters collection, so really old, extremely old. If you didn't know, from the Gods and Monsters collection, that's where the Medusa is, like the top, the red, the covert from that collection is the Medusa. This one, I've played with this one many years ago, and I do think it is underrated. I do think it's like hella cool because it has like this labyrinth texture, right, with this cool dark red and everything. Like, if you do not have an Orc skin and you are searching for a cool one that isn't too expensive, for $230 in Battlescarred, you can definitely have a cool one with this one, and I do think it is underrated. Oh, this one is definitely underrated. Most likely because it's on an unpopular gun, but dude, the Farmer's Commemoration from CS20 collection, goodness gracious, that has to be like the coolest Farmer skin. Completely gold, 3D, a world map, CSGO characters right here, map names, like this wooden glossy handle, the cool matte magazine, and just like this whole design is amazing in my opinion. And you can get it for just $10 in Battlescarred. And this one actually wears really well because it's like the metallic thing, right? And this is what it looks like in game. Really nice. M4A1S Nightmare. Whew, really nice skin. Got this cool nightmarish monster design with the cool blue color and the crystals or whatever is going on there. Yeah, it is crystals, I think. And for just $4 in Battlescarred. And this is what it looks like in game. Because it does remind me of the Icarus fell as well. And this one is way more expensive. So definitely a cool option if you're going for something blue. Another M4A1S skin. This OG M4A1S Golden Coil Shadow Collection. So really old. And the snake here, just this very royal and cool design. It looks like it's owned by a king or something. So this one goes for just $25 in Battlescarred. It wears fine, right? It gets really dark with Battlescarred. So you'd have to pick something up like Field Tested or something at least. But it's a really cool and OG skin in my opinion. And you barely see that in game anymore. Moss Quartz, also an M4A1S. For CS2, it's gonna get the new version of the M4A1S model, so you're definitely gonna benefit from that. And it just has this metallic crystal texture in this like very dark green color, which we do not get that often. Like I said, good investment for CS2 because it looks way shinier, better, and gets a new model. So in my opinion, with $15 in Field Tested, that's actually the cheapest one. It is underrated. Ooh, this one is really spicy. One of my favorites. It starts at $2.33, so 100% underrated. This could easily be $10 in my opinion. Tooth Fairy from the Fracture collection. Dude, this skin just looks so good. Like this red, this cool design of this horror Tooth Fairy, right? And Don't Sleep and all that stuff on the magazine, like just this horror theme. These teeth up here, the white, the greenish blue tint, just look at it in game. I think that's such a cool skin, really. And for just $2.33 for the cheapest, that is underrated. Just like the cybersecurity, Chinese skins like weep skins have been quite popular in the CSGO community. It looks really nice. We've got a ton of colors: yellow, black, blue, red, and white. So definitely really cool. It has this carbon texture on multiple places here, on the front of the barrel especially, which looks really nice. Like I said, these Chinese symbols, and just an overall really clean and sporty look, right? And CS2 is going for some sport theme, so that is really fitting to that in my opinion. And like I said, it just looks really clean, right? I do think it looks really clean and really good. It starts at just around 15 bucks in Battlescard. And I do think it is underrated. I barely see it anywhere. Next up is the M4A1S Evil Daimyo. Obviously my heart has something for red skins from the Fortune collection. Yeah, it's just a purple, so the price is kind of justified. But it's just $1, right? And it's also an old case. It does have only the Fortune knives though. This one is red and has like this gray and black cool patterns back here. Maybe it's a really dark blue, but really cool designs. It's really sharp. That's how I would describe it. And also has like this Asian themes, obviously with Evil Daimyo, but also like this futuristic style. That's what it looks like in game. For me, it's a very OG skin because it's very old also, and I did play with it for a while, and I do think it is underrated. We have the M4A4, the Coalition. It's from the 2021 Train Collection, which doesn't exist anymore, and there's no really way of getting new ones other than trading up. So the number is quite limited, but you could spam that collection, which was a problem back then. No, actually you could even spam that exact skin. That's why the price is so cheap, even though it's a collection red skin. It starts at just $7. Back to you new, it's 350, but Battlescard, it's $7 for this golden, really cool skin with sick 3D elements like this handle, which you do not see in game, but it still looks so cool. This triangle pattern here going along the gun, which also is like 3D imprinted and has like little dots in it of the gold, which looks like stars, and like this just whole golden design, the symbol which you see a lot on the train map, and like just this whole golden style with these blue details. Just look at it. $7 for Battlescard. We have the M4A4 Global Offensive. How is this not more expensive? This is from a collection, and it is our pattern. It is the pattern from CSGO. If you just look at the Steam link, it had a skin actually, which is this exact pattern. So this is kind of the Global Offensive pattern. And with CSGO coming to an end, I do think it's a nice thing to remember the game. It is literally the CSGO pattern, and I do think it looks great. Last but definitely not least is the Orb Duality from the Revolution collection, so our newest case. This one I do think is underrated because people were really expecting the Orb Doodle to come out. Then we got the Orb Duality. Controversial opinion, I do think it's better than the Doodle. It's just cleaner, right? People love the dark and black scopes, and this literally has a black scope with just golden details. And the whole golden details going around the gun are just really cool. Just this cool snake design, reddish, purplish, reddish, pinkish, I mean, design. And I think it just looks sick as an orb. And I do think it is underrated because people did expect the Orb Doodle and now disappointed at this gun. But I do think it is quite underrated. So I do hope you enjoyed the video. And if you want more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and tell me in the comments what your opinions on these are. I'm really excited to find out. So, have a good one as always.